This next portrait, this emotion, I think it's the most reaction out of any of the 20 Faces of Grief that I put up or displayed during a workshop. And I'll see equally if it hits you this way too. And initially I called this denial. That's kind of a strange word as it is, because I really don't think it applies to grief, to denial, unless it's a clinical psychological denial that requires a psychologist or psychiatrist. But it's mostly postponement in grief. We postpone it. We're not denying it. We know our loved one is dead. We've prepared for the funeral. You know, we're not in denial. We've buried them. Postponement in dealing with it, postponing and processing the loss. Yes, yes, many and many of us do that, but that's not denial. True denial, I believe, in grief is denying our joy. That we deny ourselves pleasure, we deny ourselves laughter, we deny ourselves so many things. That is the true denial, which we were born to enjoy life. Joy is our legacy. So it's know that it will come back into our life because it needs to be a part of our life. It will strive to be back in our life if we allow it. But it's grief can be a long journey. So know that joy is available. It will be there. But don't think if you're not joyful in the first year or two that you're stuck or you're over the top and you're grieving or you're not moving on. That's pretty normal. Those first 5 years of loss, you're all over the map. You are where you should be. And I use the should word. That's the only time I may use that word. But where you are at is where you need to be, I guess. I think this is our Monday morning going back to work picture. This is what we put on. We put the mask on. We go to work. We've had a loss in our life, but you know, in the national grief policy in this country is 3 days off, 4 if it's out of town. Are you kidding me? And then with a close family loss, that's barely enough time to get anything done and not even absorb. You're still in shock in those first 2 weeks. You're not even thawing out yet. So you go back to work, and if you're still in shock and you haven't thawed out, what do we do to function? And we got things to do. We put this mask up. People ask how we're doing, and what do we say? I'm fine. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with saying I'm fine. It just means, let them read between the lines. It means I don't want to go there. If they touch you on the shoulder and say, man, how you really doing? Then you cry all over them and gush all over them and let it out because they gave you permission. And they are giving you a signal of support. They're bringing you into their space, so allow that. But if you don't want to go there, you put the mask up and just say, I'm fine. I'm fine. That's how we can function. But this mask is used for emergencies. You know, at work. When you get home, take that mask off. Don't put it on with your family, please. Just keep it in your car, keep it in your purse. Put it on when you go to work or when you need to. When someone answers the door when you need to. But in front of your family, or if you go to a Compassionate Friends chapter group or go to some church grief group for your loss, don't wear this mask. Leave it at the door. It has its place. It has its function. It gets us through. But it is not a permanent mask, or it will become one.